Hey Siri, play Blue Suede Shoes.
Now playing Blue Suede Shoes by Simon Kanaan.
It's Kanaan, but Siri doesn't say how to say Kanaan. Kanaan. Today I'm gonna blow Anthony's mind. He doesn't know what's happening. Today he will. We're gonna go to the 4 restaurants that my brother and I owned called Villaggio. A lot of you people know what it is and what we do, but also a lot of people of you know that I am an entertainer and I love Elvis. So we're gonna do Carpool Karaoke in the car as we're driving. He's gonna sing today. Have you heard him sing? He's gonna sing. So I'll teach him a few words and he'll sing with me. Enjoy it, have fun, food, entertainment, and music.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We came to Australia, our whole family came to Australia in 1977. My twin brother, Harry, you'll notice I'll talk a lot about my brother. You will meet him in the afternoon. We were 10 years old. The day we arrived in Australia was our birthday, on the 2nd of April, 1977. So every time we celebrate our birthday in Australia, we celebrate 1 year in Australia and 1 year of our birthday. So as we speak right now, we are 57 years old. We've been in Australia for 47 years and we love every minute of it. We are very lucky to be here in this country. We started young. We studied when we were little. Our older brothers went straight to work, as they do. You have to work. And life went on. And we got involved in food. A lot of the Lebanese, Greek, migrants, they all get involved with fish and chip shop and takeaway shops and pizza shops. We weren't different. We got involved. Our dad got us involved in that. I love cooking and I took it a bit more serious and I love singing. So I did singing and I did cooking. And then as time went on, I was very successful in singing. And when I wanted to retire from singing, I said, let's do something that I love. My second passion is cooking. So I created this restaurant called Villaggio. It's my menu, my recipes, and my brother Harry is the taster. He tastes all the food, he's the judge. And we went on from there. But we did something different. We combined the music and the food together, which was slacking off. As time went past, Australia was slacking off with entertainment. So I would be the singing chef. So I'd cook. We started in Revesby, in an area called Revesby. I'd cook in the back, I'd be cooking, and then halfway through, my brother would hand me the microphone, the music will go on, I get out from the kitchen, I'll sing a few songs, get the crowd going, and then go back in the kitchen and start cooking again. And then even my niece started being the singing waitress. So it was all entertainment, and we became very popular. Thank God, we became very popular, very busy, and we started in 2011, our first Villaggio restaurant. And as time went past, the club industry got to know us. They wanted that atmosphere, that family atmosphere to be in the club. And history happened. So now we got 4 clubs that are, thank God, very busy and we're doing very well. And I hope today you'll enjoy what I've just told you because I'm going to show you. The singing is in the car, but the food is at the restaurant. So let's make it happen. I love cooking in general. Cooking food, it's part of us. But I was very close to a very good friend of mine. He's an Italian young boy, and his father, God rest his soul, his name was Amedeo Gambacciani, and his father used to always, every time we go to his house, he'd cook this beautiful sauce, Napolitano sauce, and I used to be fascinated how the smell, how it came out. He used to do it from scratch. And he used to cook a lot of seafood. So it was always prawns, it was always pasta with lobster or with crab. And he used to just teach me about all these little things, little tricks. They weren't like, you didn't have to be a genius. You just had to be smart and logical. Everything had to be fresh. Everything had to be just easy, not over the top. And he was just so simple, and I just loved that. So he taught me all that, and I got involved in it, and So I said one day when we opened up a restaurant, we had a little pizza shop You know, my older brother Bassam, he started off with a little pizza shop, and we were always doing that, food, fish and chips, pizzas, but we never really got involved seriously about food until I got older and then appreciated food a lot more. And then I started experimenting. And so my brother Harry and I said one day, let's do something different. Let's just do something we love, which is music, talking to people, entertaining, just gathering people. For us, we opened up a business, Anthony. I promise you, I kid you not. We opened up a business just so we can be with people and friends. And by doing that and not thinking about money, just thinking about having fun. And thank God from there, God opened up heaven for us, you know, and we've just been successful from day one and just got bigger and bigger. And then as time went past, I got out of the kitchen. It's important to get out of the kitchen. If you want to grow a business, you have to get out of it. It's hard to say, but it's very good to do. You get out of it and you look at it from the outside and you start thinking differently. So we grew. I did a system. I started doing a system in my food. I made sure the system and the recipe is always consistent. And when we opened up, every restaurant we opened up, it was always the same name and the same recipe and the same menu. That is the trick of opening up as much as restaurants we want without having a headache. If every restaurant had a different menu, I really don't have hair, but I won't even have hair here. It was like crazy. But if you open up a restaurant with the same recipe, same menu, same price, and everywhere you do one change here, the whole restaurant's changed. You do a special here, every restaurant is special. So that way, if I have a problem with my staff, if one chef is sick, he can't make it to Blacktown or can't make it to Marylands, I grab someone from Ashfield because I have extra staff, and he just goes there with his eyes closed. He doesn't have to think. It's the same recipe, same cooking, same style, same everything. So that was the trick for our success to grow quickly and to stay consistent, is to keep the same recipe and have the same system. And we achieved that, you know. Carpool Karaoke. Where the Elvis was, got no choice, Anthony.
We are going to sing. Da 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 da.
Hey Siri, play It's Now or Never.
It's Now or Never by Simon Kanaan, now playing.
See, it's my... You didn't have to put that, but you can put it. Can you see me? It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. I spent a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're near, the time is here at last. And that's how we do it here at Carpool Karaoke with Simon, Kanaan, and Anthony is with me. And he doesn't know this, but he's going to sing very soon. For those people who remember, years ago, Elvis movie was on every Sunday. He was religious. Every Sunday there was an Elvis movie on TV. So we came in 1977. We came in April 1977. So one of our cousins used to sit with us and we used to watch Elvis. Me and my brother Harry, we watched TV like all the young kids. The older brothers never worried about TV, but we watched TV, like, you know. And so on Sunday, we loved it. It was an Elvis, like, we were happy, like he looked like black hair, green eyes. He looked like my uncle in Lebanon. So we thought he was like half Lebanese. But of course, he's not Lebanese. So we used to watch Elvis and we loved the movies. We loved it. In August 1977, my cousin walks up towards our house. As he's walking up, he's got a paper in his hand and he's crying. And we're saying, George, why are you crying? What's wrong? And he goes, Elvis is dead. I said, what? Elvis? See, by the way, we didn't know who Elvis was. We knew a guy that sings on TV. He goes, Elvis. And he showed me a picture of a man with big sideburns, black hair, and he's all sweating, and he says, the king is dead. I said, okay, but who is he? Is he related to you? He said, no, that's Elvis, the guy we watch every Sunday on TV. Then we didn't realize that the movies we were watching was the young version of Elvis, and that was the Elvis now, who was now 1977. As you know, God rest his soul, he passed away. So we understood who Elvis was and what Elvis was. We loved his music. For my 11th birthday, my brother Bassam bought me a Elvis in the Movies CD, not a CD, sorry, a cassette. And he said, that's the present for my birthday for me and Harry. So we'd listen to it. I loved the songs and I'd sing. I memorized every word of the song without learning how to speak English. At school, I wanted to sing at the school concert. My brother pushed me to sing. Everything I did, my brother would push me to sing. So I used to sing. So I'd get up and sing Elvis. And then until I was in year 10 in Belmore Boys High School, they did a concert, Simon Kanaan in concert. I did a full concert about singing Elvis songs, and I raised money for the school. And I loved singing. I fell in love with singing. Until I was 21, my first gig was Golden Nights. And if you're listening to Wally Willoughby, you're the first person that gave me a job. Golden Nights in Bankstown. He gave me my first job, $70. I love you, Wally. And that was where my journey for singing started. From there, I became so popular. I was singing at every wedding all over, and I was singing at all the charity shows. I sang to all the famous Lebanese singers that came from overseas. I used to open the show for them, and that's how it started. And I kept singing for 30 years. That's my story about singing.
Here's Can't Help Falling in Love by Simon Kanaan.
Wise men say only fools rush in. But I cannot help falling in love with you. Take it away, Anthony.
Shall I stay? Would it be a sin?
Woo!
If I can't help falling in love with you.
Oh! Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Together now, take my hand, together.
Take my hand.
Take my whole life too.
Take my whole life too.
For I can't help.
For I can't help falling in love with you. Not bad, not bad. Let's do a deal.
There you go.
The new band.
I'll tell you, this is good. All right, this is good. We're getting somewhere. First song. We started with a love song with Anthony. We'll end up with a rock and roll, I promise you.
Okay.
We'll drive you crazy. It's together now. Take my hand. Take my hand. Take my whole life too. For I cannot help falling in love with you. Okay, repeat that. Good ending. For I can't help. Ready? Falling in love with. Take it over.
I've done interviews with many people around the world. I've been all across. This is my first time singing on camera instead of interviewing someone.
I told you we're gonna have the best time. Something different. With me, it's always different. Outside the box.
So, so we got connected probably an hour back. This guy comes in, meets me, says, "Okay, wait, It's not your usual day today. It's not your usual interview. And here we are in a Bentley singing Elvis.
You never thought that's going to happen.
Ever.
Soon I'm going to interview you. I'm going to ask you a question. Good luck.
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, but we were singing and you stopped me from singing, and now Anthony, like, you know, he was all warmed up and now he has to stop. What's happening? You okay?
Oh, good luck.
We'll see you in Asheville, bro.
You missed the exit, 22 kilometers back. I know I'm interesting. Spending time with me is nice.
Yes, I know, but you are interesting and I'm very happy to have you with me.
Yeah.
But the issue was your fault, not mine. Because you asked me so many questions and actually very interesting questions, and it was good. I was happy to answer. But I'm like a woman. I can't answer everything. I can tell you, I can focus on one thing. I can't focus on two things.
We men don't multitask.
We can't multitask. We just like, you know. Actually, I'm not like a woman. I'm like a real man. You ask me one thing, I'm just focused on one thing.
Done.
So the car kept going straight. I think we almost got to Windsor.
Yeah.
But now we're coming back. It's all right. It's an extra 22 kilometers.
You get to have one additional song.
One additional song. What would you like? You request. It's got to be Elvis. It's like, you know, you said, I'll eat anything, but it's got to have no garlic. God help us. Italian food, no garlic. That's another story. It's another challenge. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But what about, which Elvis song would you like? You want a fast one?
Yeah.
You like blue suede shoes?
Let's do it.
Do it? Blue suede shoes?
Yalla.
Yo. Well, it's a 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, 3, get it ready, now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You ready? Burn my house.
Step.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, you can burn my house.
Steal my car.
And drink my liquor from a...
No, true. This one is harder than the other one.
Honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Wella, yalla. Hey! It's the Lebanese Elvis. وينك يا حلوة. Okay. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. 1 for the money,
2 for the show.
3, get ready now, go cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Wella. Blue suede shoes. Come on, Anthony. Blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes, baby. Blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Or my blue ring. One of them too. As I got popular and I was the only kind of English singer that sang English songs, but I was Lebanese, of course. And whenever the big promoters used to bring artists to Australia, I'm talking about everyone from, God rest his soul, Milhan Barakat, to George Wassouf, to cosmopolitan, to Raghib Alemi, who's we became very close friends. Walid Toufiq, Fariz Karam was the last one I did. Last year we did Fariz. I always used to open the show for them, so they'd have a bit of an English break. So they'd have Arabic singer, a local singer, and then they'd have me to do the English singing and get people all loosen up. As you know, I like having fun. I like to break the atmosphere, and then the main singers would come on. But I became very close with a lot of them, and it was interesting, very interesting, and I learned a lot. I love singing Lebanese songs. I can't read or write, unfortunately, but I can pronounce Lebanese words pretty well, so I sometimes learn to sing a Lebanese song here and there. But what I did do is I did a song, a duo with Raghib, where I sing English and then Raghib put his voice in the Lebanese part, and I would like do that for you later on the way back to the next restaurant.
Don't miss the exit.
Oh, okay. How can I miss it? Oh my God. No, we didn't miss it. Anthony, we didn't miss it. Black Town is next. I'm lucky to see. I thought my operation manager was in Maryland, but he surprised me. He's here in Blacktown. This is AJ Rana, everybody. My right hand, left hand, and my middle hand. I won't say anything about my middle hand. I'll leave that to your imagination. But he's my man. And Alma, but we moved it to Italy. This picture that you will see of my brother Harry and I, it started in Alma Shmel, and magic. We are now in Italy, in Napoli. Story of this picture, we were 3.5 years old. Long time ago, there was the Australian Light Horsemen based in Alma. After the war, World War II, they were there for peacekeeping. That's the story goes. Now, one of the soldiers that stayed in Alma, when he finished his army service, went back to Australia, he got married and he loved Alma and the village so much. On his honeymoon, he went to Lebanon. And part of his trip, he wanted to show his wife, his new bride, where he was based at. So he took her to Alma. In Alma, because his love for photography, he had his own camera. He'd take pictures, go back to his hotel room, develop the pictures, and go back to the village and give the pictures to the people and the kids, the parents of the kids that he took. So he took this picture of me and my brother Harry when we were 3.5 years old. And when he developed it, came back to Alma, gave the picture to my mum. And that picture, when we fled and when we left Lebanon and during the war, 77, we came to Australia, that picture was in our luggage with the rest of the pictures. And who said that out of all the pictures, we chose that to be our logo for our restaurant? And who said that it's going to be in all the clubs where the Australian Army is living upon? So the clubs is designed for the Army, for the ex-service men of women of Australia. And now we are in the clubs, Villaggio. I'm going to cook for you today. I'm going to make you...
Cook and sing.
Yeah, I'll sing for you as well, but I'm going to cook for you a very, what do you call, a very famous dish. It's called garlic prawns hot pot. But knowing that you don't eat garlic, it's going to be called prawns, king prawns in a hot pot without garlic. You're still going to love it, but special one for you. So our prawns, I did wash my hand, by the way, just so you know. I love to butterfly the prawns. The reason why I butterfly them, I'll tell you, not a lot of people will tell you this. But once you butterfly them, and when you cook them, the muscles in the prawn releases when you butterfly them, and the prawns become tender. If I was to cook them straight like that, they're beautiful. You'll bite them, they're nice, they're beautiful, but they got a bit of they're dense. But when you butterfly them and you cook them, trust me, you will have a more tender prawn. Remember, if you ever cook prawns, always butterfly them or cut them in half. Now, normally, I would put a lot of garlic, but for you, my friend, no garlic. So we just cook it. This is our sugo. We call it sugo. Sugo means Napolitana sauce. Now the sugo, we cook that sauce for 16 hours before we use it. It's very important that it's cooked for a long time, slow cooking. And then we use it, this is our base. This is our base sauce for our pasta, for our hot pots, for whatever sauce is involved in any dish, we use the same sauce. This powder, this special powder that I created, it's a mixture of, it's got flour, it's got booster, it's got, no, I can't tell you everything, but it's got a flavor in there. But at the same time, if you notice, if I put it in the sauce, come closer, Anthony. If I put it in the sauce, as soon as I mix the sauce, it goes in the sauce, it gives a flavor, and at the same time, it thickens the sauce. So the time of me to serve the customer, it just cuts back about 2-3 minutes. So it's very important because we get very busy here. So it's important that everything is ready and the flavor is right. This bread, just so you know, we use the same bread that we use for our hot bread, for our garlic bread, which you don't eat, but there's no garlic on it. And it's the same bread the same dough for our pizzas. It's very airy. It's amazing. It's beautiful to dip in the sauce. Excuse, this is my piece, that's your piece. The calamaris that I use, they call them skin off, which means there's no membrane on it. It's full flesh. And because there's no membrane, when I cut it and I cook it, there's no string that sticks out when you bite into it. So when you taste this calamari, it's gonna just bite like butter in your mouth. Believe it or not, this not only has got salt and pepper and flour, but it's got a bit of a Lebanese za'atar in. You can smell the za'atar and the herbs in it. Another 30 seconds. 30 seconds and they'll be ready.
So tell me about restaurant business. Why restaurant business? Is it food? Is it people? Is it connections? Is it happiness? Is it smiles? Why restaurant business?
All the above. It's about the food, it's about the experience, it's about the atmosphere, it's about meeting, it's about connecting. Look, if someone asks me for advice, would you want to get into a business and would food be a good business to get into? My advice would be for them, do everything you can not to get into the food business. That is the true advice, because food business and hospitality is the hardest business you'll ever get in, because you cannot please everyone. I'm sure you've heard that before. The trick to food business is to please most of the people, but consistently the same. You have to be consistent. If you do a good dish and the person loves it, and then next time he comes to you, you did the same dish but it's horrible, that is the worst mistake you can make. But if you do an average dish and it's all the time it's average, the person will get used to it and he will say, I'll give you 7 out of 10. But if you give him a 10 out of 10 and then a 3 out of 10 and then a 10 out of 10 and then a 0, he will never come back to you.
You have managed to serve hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
We do between the 4 restaurants about at least 10,000 meals a la carte a week.
And you have managed to create the same system, the same...
And we have the system, the same taste, the same consistency, and I can guarantee you that it's not 100%, but I can guarantee you it's 95%. You taste the same food, the same recipe, the same style of cooking.
Good flavors, good ingredients, nice balance, excellent quality.
Yeah, quality is great. Did you see when you tried the calamari? Seriously, bite it, just bite it, don't use a knife, bite it, no strings. See, that is the important bit, where you can bite it and there's no chewy.
And the pepper and salt is as much as needed
Not
to give
too
that
much.
boom in the mouth.
And can you taste the za'atar?
Yeah. And I love your tomato sauce actually.
It's beautiful.
And the quality of shrimp. Good, decent food for hundreds of people, while they feel that you have done it individually to each one of the customers.
I want them to feel like, the whole idea is to make them feel like they're at home. It's at home. Our dishes, as you can see, it's a hot pot with prawns and sauce and a bread on top. It's not, we haven't got the flowers and the decorations and the big plate and the design. It's a homey, good feel dish. And it's generous. People pay for it, but it's generous. It's not like you don't you get seven king prawns in an entree. It's not like 3 prawns and then you get charged an arm and a leg. You pay for it, but you get good value for money.
Food is one thing, but the passion I can read in your eyes is something else.
Yeah.
And that passion of people, of food, of creation, of singing, of fun, of sharing knowledge, of sharing happiness, I would say. Positivity is
Positive.
something
We love-
else.
Always, my brother and I, all our life, all we care about is making people happy. And all we care about is always giving good feedback. I go to a restaurant anywhere in Sydney, believe me, Anthony, if I go to a restaurant and the restaurant is quiet, my heart breaks. My heart breaks because I know how hard it is for this restaurant to open its doors. If I go to a restaurant and I see the restaurant busy, I don't care if he's my next door neighbor, I don't care if he's next city. As long as I see it busy, we are so happy and so delighted and so excited to see it busy because I know how hard it is to turn over money in a restaurant.
The restaurant is a support for hundreds of families. And this is
And the
something.
workers. Like we have 150 employees that work for us between all the chain. That's 150 families, not including our family. You know?
صحتين.
Sahtan,
Pizza and pasta in the other
in
locations.
the other location. The best feeling in life is when you are genuinely close to your brothers. And of course, I'm close to all my family, my brothers and my sister, as you know, I've told you. But my twin brother is just a different feeling altogether. I can argue with him, I can shout at him, he shouts at me, he can say anything he wants. But if another brother, forget another person, just another brother puts him down or says something wrong, I'm straight away. This is my twin brother, don't talk to him. That's life. That's my twin brother, and that's me. I think, hold on, that's me, and that's Harry. Because I grabbed him since he was young, I grabbed him by the ear like this. Until now, I grab him by the ear.
They're everywhere.
We keep the business in the family. So also we kind of network with our businesses. My brother Samir, which he made this ring for me, him and his wife. We promote his business called Kanaan Jewelry, and they custom make beautiful, beautiful rings. I'm not just saying it. Look them up, Kanaan Jewelry. I promise you, you'll love it. We are gonna do a Linguini Villaggio, and I'm gonna get my chef to make it for you because I'm lazy, I couldn't work anymore. I cooked for you once, that's enough, all right? Villaggio, salt and pepper, no garlic at all.
So this is how you eat. This is how you're serving people what you like to eat.
Every
This is
meal,
how it goes.
every meal that I created is a meal that I love to eat. So to be honest with you, I never ask anyone's opinion. I swear to God, every dish that I create is because I love it. And then maybe I just got a good taste because every one of them that's on the menu it's very hard for me to delete a dish off the menu because they all sell so well.
Have you ever thought of becoming a restaurateur one day?
What am I, a butcher? The fuck, you're in a bloody restaurant. You're eating food. I just took you to 4 of my restaurants. And what does it look like? I'm a farmer? What have I taught you all this time? Fuck me dead. Are you a hard critic?
Very nice flavors. Very, very nice flavors. It feels homey. It's not the typical Italian. It's not the Italian American.
No.
It's an adaptation to new, homey, homemade, fresh, full of flavor Italian. The way one
The way you
likes to eat it after
Yeah, after
going
a
back
good
home.
hard day.
Yeah,
Good hard
exactly.
day's work, which you've never had for a long time.
Yeah, I think so. All I do is eat. What do you do for a living? I eat.
You'll know by the bolognese, the sauce of it. You'll understand about the bolognese, then you'll understand.
So now, wait. So now that you're friends, you're not gonna tell me what's this secret powder you put? بيناتنا.
بيناتنا, it's 3 ingredients. It's flour.
خلاص
equal-
ستوب مش بيناتنا.
Huh?
مش بيناتنا عم بيسمع.
That's okay. Your friends are my friends.
لكن powder. لكن again
Yeah, flour,
flour.
equal portion. So
Yeah.
powder, flour, Parmesan cheese, but dried Parmesan cheese, not the fresh, the dried Parmesan cheese, and chicken stock.
Excellent.
And what it does, that gives it the flavor, and at the same time, it gives the body of the sauce. It makes it, just thickens the sauce up and gives it a body.
Very good. حبيت كثير اللحمة، كواليتي تبع اللحمة، حبيت الحموضة تبعهم. أنا بحب الباستا تبعي سوبر الدنتي بس
Yeah.
أكيد كل البلد هم بياكلها هيك. But it's a hearty meal. هيك heart warming بتفش الخلق.
It makes you feel like, and it's a good sharing. We're very famous for sharing. Like, I know everybody says that, it's a cliche. Everybody says, oh, but it's so true. The truth is, food has to be shared to be special. And the more you share food, the more you enjoy the food. I think.
I'm very enjoying my day with you.
Thank you. Likewise. Cheers.
Unexpected.
You do a special
Cheers.
cheers.
ولا تعرفت عليه هذا الزلمه الصبح كأني بعرفه من 10 سنين. بس كل اصحابك انا واصحابك
15 years.
انا واصحابك كلهم هيك. انتوا شكلكم كلكم زيت الطينه.
We are. That's why we're so close. You didn't know. You didn't know that I was friends, very close friends to the people that you know, and
That I love.
you also love them and you speak about them highly,
Yeah.
and you know now that they are my best friends.
Yeah.
So now we are all friends. Welcome to Australia.
Now playing Always on My Mind by Simon Kanaan.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. I like your socks, Anthony. And I guess I never told you. I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You know, every time I sing this song, when I used to do my shows, I used to sing this song because at weddings you can't sing that song. It's like, forget it. The bride will get up and shoot her husband. But I'd sing it at a function, at a party or a charity party, and never failed. Every time I sing this song, 6, 7 ladies in front of me will be crying. And I used to think, why are they crying? Are they crying because their husband never told them they loved them? Or are they crying because they never told their husband they loved them? But whatever it was very emotional, and it made me feel good, regardless. And it goes something like this. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You ready, Anthony? You gotta sing with me. You were always on my mind. Ready?
You're always on my mind.
You were always on my mind. And today we had the most beautiful day together, Anthony and I. No onions, no garlic. I have no idea why a guy that makes a food show doesn't put onions and garlic in his food and be so successful. It's not because it's a food show, it's because Anthony has the best heart in the world and he'll always be successful. And I'm so proud to be with him today.
Thank you, my dearest friend. One more stop. It's pizza time.
Without onions and garlic.
Woohoo!
And he wants it Italian authentic. I don't have to sing. You can record it. This song is recorded. You can film. From the ocean to the mountain top, you will feel the love no matter where you stop. There's a side of you that you should know about. All around, it's time to shine. Take my heart and feel the heat. Everybody on your feet, can you see it? I can see it. Can you feel it? I can hear it. Can you feel it? وينك يا أرزي دخلك يا أرزي وينك يا أرزي الله أرزك لبنان. You will live a life like never before. Time and time again, you'll be back for more. And when that dream starts calling you, there's only one thing that you should do. Come back to your promised land, from your ocean to our sand. Can you see it? I can see it. Can you hear it? I can hear it. Can you feel it? وينك يا أرزي دخلك يا أرزي وينك يا أرزي الله أرزق لبنان. يلا نرجع على لبنان بدنا نرجع على لبنان. يلا نرجع على لبنان بدنا نرجع على لبنان. يلا نرجع على لبنان بدنا نرجع على لبنان. يلا نرجع على لبنان. يلا أرزق لبنان. So this song I wrote 3 years ago. I'm in love with Lebanon. I'll always be in love with Lebanon. Sad what's happening now, but I hate being political about anything. But I do know one thing, that we need to make sure Lebanon is all right, and we go back to Lebanon one day, God willing. And I'll see you in Lebanon, Anthony. We'll do the same thing again. How you doing? Have you had enough of me today?
Not yet.
Well, if you had enough of me, you can take my brother, my twin brother. He's finally here.
The real boss is here.
Then you can take him.
The real boss.
This is my brother Harry. That's the guy that we've been talking about all day. We'll keep it a secret. We don't tell him exactly what we're talking about. But finally, I'm going to make you a pizza. Ham and mushroom. Ham and mushroom. Same sugo that you tasted in the prawns, the same sugo that you tasted in the bolognese. It's the same one. We use it for cooking as well. You know, I came back into cooking just for you today. I've worked so hard to get out of the kitchen. It's been 5 years, maybe 6 years, I'm out of the kitchen and I've taught everybody what I can. And now, because of you, Anthony, I'm back cooking with my beautiful hands.
I'm blessed.
We're all blessed. We're all blessed.
So he's the brother, finally. All day long.
Finally,
My brother.
Because he's busy.
Yeah.
He's busy. He's my partner. He takes half of the money, actually more than half of the money, and he doesn't come to work.
That's it.
So, but that's
I've decided to retire 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Try 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard you're the taster, you're the one who gives good or bad
Approval.
opinion.
Yeah, I always make sure I'm very fussy. Simon's very fussy
I
about
would
it.
love to hear the story about when he used to sing.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Oh, I used to wreck his music. So when he used to sing, I used to
He used to be my sound engineer.
sound engineer.
Never ever.
Oh, yeah, he asked me the question.
Never
not you.
ever.
Hey,
did
hello. He asked me the question, not you. You're enough talking.
All right, tell him. Tell him the truth, but gotta say the truth.
I just said I used to wreck his music. So I'll be like too busy looking at girls, and he's singing a song. And the song is about to finish, and I'm chatting up with everyone, and he goes, "Mr. Music Man," like, "Oh shit." I stuff him up all the time.
Because when I started singing, everything was. It wasn't like a flow. It
It's
wasn't like a remote control.
-1.
He had to
Backtrack.
He had to go track, change the track for me, put the volume up, put the volume down.
Yeah. I knew what I was doing. I had no doubt.
Knew what he's doing when he was paying attention.
Let me ask the last two questions of the day. So the first question is, what is the learning to a family to be so united? How did you do it? How did you learn to love each other that much, all of you?
To be honest with you, I think it's my mum.
My mum.
And Dad as well. Dad taught us the hustly way, the hustles.
Hustles.
And Mum taught us the love more. Yeah.
Dad, God rest his soul, both of them. Dad taught us to be wise and not to get fooled by the world.
Surround. Yeah.
Mum taught us how to keep us together. And then because we were like that, and because our older brother and
Same thing.
sister,
We learned from them.
they're all like that. So we just watched, and whatever they did, we did.
You landed in Australia at the age of 10.
10, exactly.
And yet you're still very attached to Lebanon and still
Yeah.
very Lebanese.
Love it.
How? Why?
I don't know.
It's good. It's beautiful.
I mean, why does
I used to think of Lebanon, honestly. I know probably a lot of people say that when we first came to Australia, and used to always think of Lebanon as black and white, because our pictures were always black and white, and it was very young when we left at the time of the war. But when we went back and we saw, it was beautiful. No, really.
I was colour? Anyway, keep going.
No, it was really black and white. You feel everything was like a black and white.
Black and white, forget that. Tell them the story when we first came to Australia. We're watching TV.
Yeah.
Even though we had a TV, we believed we had a TV in Lebanon, but we never saw it.
So we're both laying down watching
We're
TV.
watching TV.
And we're watching, believe it or not, it was an Elvis movie. We didn't know then it was Elvis. We see this guy dressed up in a
First
suit.
day.
First day. And he's all these girls around him, and we're going, what's this? And then me and Simon were hitting each other, elbowing each other. We're 10 years, we just turned 10 on the day, 2nd of April, 1977. And he elbowed me, I elbowed him, and then my auntie goes, what's wrong? And we're arguing who's going to go behind the TV to see how these people got in. How did they get in that box? It was one of those big box TV, you know?
And the rest is history.
And the
Yeah,
rest
and
is
then this is the funniest thing. My auntie asked my mum, how old are the boys? And I said, the twins. Oh, she was today's 2nd of April.
Today's
Oh, they
2nd of
turned 10
April.
today.
They actually,
So
it's
my
their birthday
auntie,
today.
being Australian, they went and got us a
Birthday
cake.
cake.
They turned the lights off.
And they walked in with the cake.
Simon looked at me, he goes, yeah, come in.
I said, is it time for the... I said,
That's
"Shit."
what we thought.
I said, oh,
Yeah.
it's like Lebanon, they gave the power off.
Yeah, and then they came with the
in
cake, the sparkles, and
And
we
we got
ran.
scared.
We were crying.
We've never seen a cake
We've
with
never seen it.
sparkles.
We ran for.
We thought it was a bomb.
Because the lights went off and the sparkles came.
I spent a memorable day. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Very happy I met you at the end of the day.
No
And
worries.
how
The best
great-
is always the last, you know that. Yeah. You know.
I learned a lot. I truly learned a lot. Very inspiring day. You'll watch it later on, and I hope it's not going to be the last.
Thank you, Habibi.
We ended up with a
Thank
great
you.
pizza.
Yalla.
See, this is what got us started. the pizza dough. It's all about the base.
It's all about the base.
Very, very good one. Oh, very good one. Not bad, you're good.
Ah,
Oh, love fish and
it's all about the base, mate.